from your inevitable demise. I am the master of blood and shadow.
I feel stronger.
What's up guys, GrimXV here and welcome back to another vrising video. Today's video is something special. We're going to be covering my build for the artifact clause, and as you just saw, it is pretty busted. This is a PvE build that's capable of ramping up to 700 or 800 damage, and it can even straight up face tank Dracula. Let's dive in. For spells, we're running Veil of Chaos, Soulburn, Bloodright, and Wisp Dance. You'll unlock Bloodright from the beginning quest in Act 1, and in Act 2, gain Soulburn from Krieg, Wisp Dance from Terra, and Veil of Chaos from Jade. It goes without saying that you'll also want to hunt down Frostmaw in Act 2 for the claws, so in the early game, I recommend running Axes and pairing Bloodright with Power Surge, which can be gained from Arrow. For gear, you want to progress to the Night Stalker set, followed by Grim Ranger, on into Hollowfang, Dawnthorn, and finally the Grim Knight series. For amulets, we'll progress naturally into the early and mid-game Dusk Watchers, and go with Amulet of the Blade Master in the endgame. For early game passives, you'll want Renewing Flames, Sanguine Mastery, Blood Spray, Arcane Animator, and Lightning Fast Strikes. This setup can honestly get you to shard bosses, but in the endgame, you'll want to eventually run Renewing Flames, Hunger for Blood, Sanguine Mastery, Dark Enchantment, and Bastion. For difficult bosses like Adam, I also suggest swapping out Renewing Flames for Turbulent Velocity. The additional movement speed is nice for dodging and will honestly get you out of those sticky situations. For Blood, you want to aim for 100% Brute first, and then pair that with T2 Scholar once you've unlocked Blood Mixing. This setup really brings the build's survivability online and allows you to face tank your way through most encounters. That said, Alchemist and Oakvale will still melt you, so be sure to watch out for them. For our weapon coating, we'll be using the Blood coating. Using this ties in nicely with Sanguine Mastery for some extra damage, and honestly, the spawned health orbs just make life easy. For our Elixir, I like to run Elixir of the Werewolf, which will bring our in-game stats to this. But alternatively, you could swap this for Elixir of the Beast, which will sacrifice some DPS for more survivability. Alright, now that all that's covered, let's get into how the build plays. For the most part, this setup allows you to pretty much just hold left click and roll your face on the keyboard. The passive from the claw autos alone are enough damage to clear rifts and in-game zones, but once you've found your Talons of the Lich Beast, you'll want to focus on using the weapon abilities to proc the puncture instead of just autoing. Doing this allows for really easy sustain when fighting bosses and some of the tankier in-game mobs. On the spell side, you can still pretty much just cast Soulburn and Bloodright off cooldown, but for mobs with annoying abilities like the Strikers and Sentinels in Oakville, it's worth saving Soulburn to drop their shield or stop them on demand. The big damage ramp combo comes from your ultimate. To do this, you pretty much just need to keep up the face roll and just remember to recast your ult before the timer runs out. Yeah, it's really that easy. Keeping with transparency though, the only boss in the game that actually made me sit up was Adam. He's viewed by many as the hardest brutal boss in the game, so it's honestly not that surprising, but here's a few tips if you're struggling. Going into the fight, you of course want to be as prepared as possible by going in with full buffs and grabbing as many drag pieces as you can. Although this build incentivizes W King, try to take your time and save your Bloodright, E, and Dash for his grab or combo finishers. Pacing yourself and making sure to proc your passive will honestly be enough to eventually grind out the W.
Impossible.
Alright, now that's it for the build guys. In case you're curious to see how the shard fights with this setup play out, the rest of the video will be showcasing each one. I know it's been a while since my last video, but I do still plan on doing a build guide for each of the artifacts, so if you enjoyed this one, be sure to like and subscribe, and as always, thank you so much for watching. This is GrimXV, signing off.
will strike you down like your sires before you, bloodsucker. This is Luminance! Prepare to taste true power! This is my purpose! This is Luminance! If I'm gone, no, this can't be happening.
Taste of knowledge.
Small thing! You dare disrupt the workings of the Serpent Queen! You are nothing before me! Die, foolish! I command the Dark Arts! Die, fool! No one will stand in my way! You face the Serpent Queen! Enough of this! I can feel the venom flow through me!
I am the Mythbringer. Your apocalypse. Squirm. Magic bends to my will. Bow before your queen. Raise the earth. I'll skewer you. All will be ashes before the great Queen Megara. Be ashes before the great Queen Megara. dark magic at my fingertips! All shall bow to me. Destiny is with me. Flee. Bow before your queen. All shall bow to me. Fool! Heavens, no. No, this cannot be. I was supposed to be a goddess.
Strong feelings one way or the other.
This is the end of your world, and the beginning of mine. As lightning obeys my command, you should too. This is only a fraction of thy power. I am as a god! Away from me, world! This... Yes, I can feel the power. This is power. I am as a god! You are no match for me. Witness perfection!
knowledge acquired.
The scent of a blood maiden. You wield a fraction of my power, don't you? My blood pulses within you. No matter. It will only serve my victorious return. There is no escape from your fate. On your knees. Gaze into the maw of the vampiric vortex. Kneel and die. I am the darkness that devours all. Fleeing will not save you. Feel the heartbeat of your tomb. You are a shadow, an imitation. This is what it means to be king. I hunger for vengeance. Darkness comes to claim you. This is the end! Die for your king! Feel the bloodstorm's tide! Kneel and die. Witness the might of the true immortal king! No mercy for the weak. Embrace your demise. The ground weeps sanguine tears. You will kneel. I am the ghost of your fears. The ground will die. No! Impossible! You think you can defeat me? I am inevitable! Death will not hold me forever. my own powers betray me. Flee from your inevitable demise. Flee from your inevitable demise. I am the master of blood and shadow. Witness the might of the true immortal king. Defeated by my own power. There could be no other way.
I feel stronger. Color me apathetic.